I like the other picture better.
Hello! How is everybody doing? Welcome back to another week of American Horror Story live stream talking about apocalypse. And this episode is titled Traitor.
Episode 7. So
we start off. We open with some voodoo with Dinah.
We got a new voodoo mama over here. We have upgrade from season 3, so now we got some new voodoo mama going on.
Voodoo mama drama.
Voodoo mama drama.
So she is basically, we start off the episode and she's like fixing somebody's cheating husband for her by like using a voodoo doll and murdering the mistress. And making the husband, like, eat her heart.
You know what? I love when smoothies are made from the heart.
Yeah, you know, like, she tried to put strawberries in that thing, and she was just like, no.
We're going to blend it up, and those are spices. It's going to be a great festive day today. It's a great way to start the day with just a little bit of heart in your smoothie.
Yes. And basically, Dinah is the queen of voodoo. So she is the queen now because her
predecessor,
I forget her name,
gone. She's in hell,
and she blames that on Cordelia, but Cordelia's like, we had nothing to do with that. But anyways, so Papa Legba is mentioned.
Papa Legba, he comes back,
the voodoo devil, and Cordelia's like, hey, I want a meeting with your Papa Langdon, or no, not Langdon, Papa Legba. And she's like, yeah, okay, well, make sure that you know that you can pay your side of the deal because he only makes deals once. And if you don't pay your end, he'll make sure you do. And he always pays his end. She's like really reluctant to do it. But basically she agrees.
But the whole point is that to just kind of like be like, Papa dude, like open up your gates. I'm going to trick Langdon.
We're not there yet.
That's what they said during the Papa dude.
No, he's not there yet.
Okay.
So after that, we cut away. And we're with Bubbles McGee and Christmas, A Christmas to Dismember. And we see this like really long scene.
I thought it was a flashback at first.
I didn't know what the hell was going on, but it was her movie. Bubbles McGee was starring in
Killer Santa,
Christmas to Dismember.
Christmas and there was to die for.
Decapitation killer running around and running after her. And then it sort of like cuts and then we realize that she's on set. And then Madison appears.
But also we learn that she's clairvoyant. She can read minds.
Yeah, she can definitely read minds. That's her
power.
So
that's a good one to really know. It reminds me of Anne from The Coven.
Yeah.
So she was clairvoyant. Actually, we do see Anne in this episode.
And Bubbles is a witch who has left The Coven and just gone back to her acting career and like never looked back.
And it seemed like she blamed Madison for that. Like, she seemed kind of like, oh, I left because, you're just a bitch.
Yeah. You know? And she's like, real actor. I'm the real actor of the Coven.
Yes.
Like, and Madison is like, fuck you.
We need you. Go get your broom. You're hella old. We're going to go.
We need you. There's something important. She basically recruits her back.
And then there's like a dinner with her and Myrtle, Madison, and Bubbles. It's kind of like Myrtle's just kind of like Langdon bad guy. We got to get Langdon out.
Well, we actually we cut back then to like Papa Legba. He comes after being summoned by Dinah, and he kind of reminds me of the bad guy from like the Princess and the Frog movie. Have you ever seen that? The Disney movie? Like
I've never seen it.
He reminds me of the bad guy from that movie.
But he was in The Coven.
Yes.
So that's where he comes from. He kind of like rules over hell. And so all the individual hells, he actually kind of like supplies them and was kind of like, this is where you're going to be.
Yes. If the devil is still his boss.
Yeah. So it seems it's kind of like what Cordelia wants to do is she wants to like open up the gates of the underworld and kind of like push Langdon in there.
Just trap him.
And he goes kind of like, oh, I'll do that for you if you give me your girls,
Yeah,
like,
he kind of says like, oh, Fiona sold her daughter to pay a price, Nan comes out. And she's been in hell this whole time.
Because Fiona killed her.
Yeah. And that's where she's been. And she's like, I like hell. Like, I'm causing some trouble down here.
It's fun.
So Cordelia's like, I cannot sacrifice my girls to you. I'm not going to damn them to hell with you. Like, no. And he's like, I'm not going to make another offer. Are you sure? And she's like, yes. And then he leaves. And Dinah's like, wow, you're an idiot.
Honestly, you sacrificed 6 girls over 6 billion people.
Now everyone's going to die, including your girls. So good job.
Fun times.
Back at the Coven, Coco can now count calories.
Oh, thank God. She's the best Weight Watchers ever,
And that's her new power. She's like a walking nutrition
180
label.
Calories.
Yes.
Oh, 110. I don't have the power yet. I'm working on that.
But she basically even says she's a walking nutrition label. That's her only power. So she starts choking on a snowball cupcake.
Oh my goodness, that was a crazy scene.
Yeah, she's like, dies.
Goodness.
And everyone's like, oh my God, what are we going to do? It's not like we're a bunch of witches and we can like do something about this. But then Mallory?
Mallory.
Mallory goes in.
She does some crazy, like...
What'd she do?
Like,
What'd she
magic. She, like, opens up Coco's neck, pulls out the little snowball, and closes it back up. Like, you know.
Nothing happened.
Like, that's the best, like, plastic surgeon I've ever seen in my life, you know? Like, yeah, this over here. You know? Come on.
And then that leads Zoe to think that, hey,
this is
Cordelia, I think maybe Mallory might be the next Supreme. I don't think she's
I kind of knew that right away when we did see Mallory come out from like the Saving the Girls, because her eyesight improved like that. Because
we saw this coming a few episodes ago. We called this. So that's one of our theories that might be true. We don't know for sure yet, but Zoe seems to think so. So the old witches go to the Warlock Hogwarts to dine and find out what Ariel and the other people, what they know, because they now have a mind reader.
They have Bubbles with her to read minds.
So they go there and they're like, hey man, you guys won. Let's have dinner and like smooth it over.
Let's have a party. You know, it's chill. It's cool.
And
so they sit down, and then, like, you know, Bubbles is hearing these men just talk shit.
Yeah, they're like, oh, no one's brought up John Henry. That I'm glad he's dead. One of them says, I think Ariel thinks that.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, okay. And then they want to like kill the witches, and like there's some like shady shit going on. And then we just go into like a flashback 2 years ago.
2 years before the apocalypse, you see Cordelia does some weird magic. She brought back Myrtle. Because, and I was like, I've been wondering, how did Myrtle come back?
Yeah.
Because they burned her at the stake.
Yeah.
And even when Myrtle kind of rises from the ashes, Myrtle's kind of like, what have you done? Like,
yeah, why? I told you not to do this. She's like, I need your help. I can't protect my girls. And John Henry. So they all go to the gas station where John Henry was killed and burnt. And what is her name? Zoe? No. Yeah, Zoe. Zoe pretty much like uses her power to figure out what happened there, and she's like, "Oh, this is John Henry." And it's so funny. Myrtle's like, "I remember him being taller." But they basically find that out, and then so Coco.
Well, also in that situation, they have actually a flashback. They could see that Mead killed John Henry.
So they go after Mead, and Coco is being used in this plan, and she stops her in a parking lot of like the grocery store and gets shot by like a tranquilizer, and then. Mead gets captured and taken to the witches, and the warlocks.
The warlocks want to do some crazy cocaine powers now. So it's kind of
they have a poison that they're like, this will only kill women. And then Cordelia shows up. She's like, bitch, you stole that from us. We had one that only killed men, but we never got to use it.
Hey!
And she destroys it.
Both went to the same sale at CVS. That was good.
The same sale. They just had a rain check on theirs, apparently.
But there we go. But now we can actually discover who the traitors are.
Those are the traitors.
It was Ariel.
And so we find out that the two bodies that were burned at the stake in the promo, where we thought that would maybe be like Queenie and maybe like Madison,
Zoe.
That was our theory.
Because we're wondering kind of like, where are they in present time?
Yeah, this still didn't answer.
We're still in the you know, the flashbacks.
So, but those three bodies were Mead, Ariel, and
you see
Baldwin.
Do you see how Mead just like loved that fire?
I know. Mead was like, bring it on.
She was like, yes, I'm on vacation. This is great.
She looked so creepy. So basically, that pretty much like sums up the episode.
I mean, also, but should we talk about where Langdon was this whole time?
Oh yeah, she's like, where is the boy? And they're like, yeah, he's in the forest. He's having some alone time. Like
he's going through some stuff.
He just wants to be alone. You know, like he's made it that way. It's fine. They're like, okay. So theories then. That pretty much sums up the episode. Next episode, do we know what it's going to be called?
I forget. No, I do not know.
Okay. We think we have 3 episodes left of the season, so we should be wrapping up this whole End of the World thing. What do you think is going to happen?
What do I think is going to happen? Well, we also know, okay, so Langdon's going to come and make a version of Mead, because that's what he said. Kind of like
Robot Mead.
Robot Mead's going to come on in. But I'm still wondering kind of like, because we didn't know that Bubbles was a witch, because when Jay brought back in the second or third episode, when Cordelia brings back Coco and Dina and Mallory, didn't bring back Bubbles. So that's also kind of an interesting thing. And also kind of like
why? Where is she? Why?
But also, how is it so coincidental that kind of like when the world ends, Coco is with her hairdresser, and the hairdresser is the grandson of Bubbles.
Yeah,
that's kind of coincidental. That's just good timing for everybody, I feel. But what is going to happen? I mean, I know that Zoe's going to have to die and Queen's going to have to die.
You think Zoe's going to die?
Yeah. Well, we don't see her in the current, you know, like, what? I think she's going to die. It's going to be sad. It's going to break my heart, you know, but we're going to just figure it out. But we're gonna. I mean,
I do think that Mallory is the next Supreme. Like, I'm pretty confident in that. And I hope that she kicks Langdon's ass and sends him back to hell. But
I mean, I think what's probably going to happen too, the theory is that Cortelia's probably going to kill herself. Because if Cordelia kills herself, that means Mallory will rise so far because like Mallory has some power already.
So we have to die.
Because she's not there. Like, Queen's not there either. So that's just kind of like that. But I believe that Cordelia probably will kill herself just so Mallory will rise and have a huge magic battle of the Supremes, man and female.
Who will win?
Who will win?
So
let's go through our old theories from last week.
Yeah, so our comments on last week's episode 6, we had Serena Ray say, I think Mrs. Mead is the traitor. She did not seem all in during the Black Mass, and there were times when she hesitated. She's not who or what she seems.
Serena pretty much nailed it. We did see her get burned to the stake.
Good job, Serena.
But maybe not exactly like that, but she was, so that's crazy.
And Louis A. Gonzalez said, the traitor is Behold for going behind the Chancellor's back and conspiring with the witches against Michael.
That was a good one, too, because that could have been it.
That could have been the traitor.
It could have been 2 different ways. It could have been kind of like, okay, the warlocks are going to kill the witches, but no, the witches killed the warlocks. So that was crazy.
Thank you guys for sharing your theories with us. We always enjoy reading them.
Yes, please drop down any theories, any comments, anything.
And we will discuss them in our live stream. So make sure you do leave comments below and like this video if you love American Horror Story as much as we do.
Come back next week.
Come back next week for season 8, episode 8.
Oh, we're on the golden birthday.
It'll be around the same time next Thursday. So stay tuned. We love you guys.
Bye. Woo.